Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mufc Realist TV. This day of recording, Friday the 6th, and the transfer window is open. There is a lot of news going on, but Viktor Gyokeres is the hot topic on everyone's list, including all journalists are being slow sports news, or people saying it's they're starting to talk, but actually we have exclusive information as we get snippets from the agents camp itself. I've been following Viktor Gyokeres ever since Brommapojkarna in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Swedish myself, so I do get a little from his agents camp as well. Now we're going to talk about personal terms behind the scenes has been agreed. What is that all about? We're also going to talk about Mbeumo as well. There's a second bid coming in from Manchester United, but in order to do so as well, these two deals, according to my understanding, Cunha and Mbeumo, will be done, shut, closed before the July 1st, and Viktor Gyokeres will be funded by no other than Alejandro Garnacho. Where is Alejandro Garnacho going? Is it going to be Napoli or is it going to be Ten Hag? Onana is leaving as well, but a potential shock move for no other than Kobbie Mainoo. Guys, this is Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV, the Done Deal Show. Please do me a massive favor. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And let's get right into the show. Now, there was a lot of like and subscribe. Let's do this.
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugout at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely. I don't know.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. There was Bruno Fernandes saying, and I do have gremlins in the studio. There is some glitch. But Bruno Fernandes is saying, he said, okay, let's go. Because Bruno Fernandes, love him or leave him, love him or hate him, whatever you want to say, he's decided to stay with Manchester United. His heart is bigger than actually money. That shows you a proof of character. But also Bruno Fernandes was told, what is the summer plans and who are we getting? He was told exactly. Mbeumo is on the target list. We got Cunha over the line. And who's going to lead the line? Of course, it's Viktor Gyokeres. Now, there is no smoke without fire, 100%. You know that Viktor Gyokeres had a release clause on £55 million or 65 million, but that is only open to certain clubs in the contract that are agreed. Some Premier League clubs only. The rest is 70 million up. And nobody so far is being successful in bidding. We've seen that Arsenal was heavily bidding for it. They walked away, and there is Sesko now. We saw that Chelsea might be interested in. They went instead for Liam Delap. Newcastle tried, failed. We saw PSG tried, failed. We saw Juventus putting in a bid, didn't want to go. We saw many clubs tried, but at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself the question, why did Ruben Amorim leave Sporting in the middle of a season to join a Manchester United without even having a recruitment season? Of course, everyone knows it. Everyone that's kind of heard it, it's true. He had a gentleman's agreement with Sporting that he could say that I can bring one player to the club, only one player. We saw that Quenda went to Chelsea. He didn't touch Quenda, but he had a gentleman's agreement with Sporting Lisbon and Viktor Gyokeres himself to come to Manchester United in this summer. Now, a lot of things are aligning at the moment. Some people are saying, well, there is just talks, you know what I mean? There is some people saying, according to United Exclusive, saying just in Manchester United are ready to open talks for Viktor Gyokeres, who is ready to leave Sporting for 65 million during the summer transfer window. On the other hand, we had Florian Plettenberg that said long time ago that Man United have always been in touch with Manchester United. And the latest report also, according to my sources who have been telling, Ruben Amorim has been speaking directly now with Viktor Gyokeres when he announced that he's going to be leaving, respecting Sporting Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon is going to sell him. It's 100% sure. Manchester United, according to my sources, my information, they do have a personal terms already agreed, which is leading up to 250 to 300k per week. and it's a 5-year contract and 3 years installment to Sporting Lisbon, which means 55k divided by 3. So Man United will not spend that much money. Things are not coming out in the ether as of yet, but things can change in the transfer window. But in order to do so, Manchester United need to sell. We need to sell. Bueno will be funded and will be announced before July 1st, which is the new start of the PSR. But who's going to fund it? Well, 100% will be Alejandro Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho, which is a pure profit. Manchester United bought him from Atletico Madrid for £475,000. He's a homegrown talent. So even if you sell him, we do have a scandalous bid from Napoli offering 40 million euros. But hang on a second, 40 million euros on a PSR homegrown profit counts like 100 to 90 million pounds, guys. So that means that can be utilized to go and get a Viktor Gyokeres. Now, hold your horses. There should be more suitors for him as well. Of course, we're talking about Erik ten Hag, who became the recently head coach of Bayern Leverkusen. There's losing the main striker target, Florian Wirtz, and they also lost Frimpong. So Ten Hag, we know that Ten Hag loves to sort of recruit the players that he worked on before. So Antony, Real Betis wants to sort of offer 30 million. That's too low. But bear in mind that I think that Leverkusen, watch your space, keep your eyes on Bayer Leverkusen, and Erik ten Hag will probably fund and buy Antony for 50 to 60 million euros. That is going to be impeccable. That is the be and the one to watch. If Manchester United get a bid higher than the 30 or 40 million, they will take it. But he also would look at Alejandro Garnacho. Like if Man United, all of a sudden sell Alejandro Garnacho for Napoli for 40 million. Yes, that will fund Viktor Gyökeres. That will be a pure profit. But what would it be if Ten Hag offers more? Let's say 60 million. Barabish, barabush. There you go. But another striker target or midfield target is also linked to Move, which is a homegrown talent. It's not high priority to be sold, but he's there because that will generate lots of money to get a goalkeeper, to get a midfielder, to get another right wing back as well. And that is Kobbie Mainoo. Now, a lot of people say, why Kobbie Mainoo? Well, you got to think about it. Kobbie Mainoo hasn't really been that great under Ruben Amorim's system. His breakout through season through Ten Hag was perfect. It was little too soon, in my opinion. He started his career on that January, came back from the injury, and it took him 5 months and he was already playing England internationals. And last season was a really horrible season. We tried him as a number 10. We tried him as a number 8. We tried him in number 6. I don't know. Ruben Amorim needs versatility. He needs energy. And, I love Mainoo. He's so good within tight spaces, within the 6-yard box. But the rest, he kind of disappears. So would you be disappointed if the club sold Kobbie Mainoo? I wouldn't. Perhaps Ten Hag will also buy Kobbie Mainoo. Perhaps Ten Hag will be the one that saves Manchester United's summer window. Who knows? But the goalkeeper situation, Onana. Onana. Definitely will be leaving. Manchester United have been telling Onana that you need to find a new club. We are looking for a new goalkeeper. But that, I think, will come at the end of the window. So, guys, this has been me trying to sort of give you a little bit of a roundup, wrap it up on a Friday. We will do a live stream later on, a little bit longer with Mark Nurse and myself, and potentially a panel. And it will be a call-in show. But let me know your thoughts and feelings. Viktor Gyokeres, personal terms, 250, 300k a week, plus potentially bonuses if he takes Manchester United back to Champions League. That will increase as well. Man United need an experienced striker. And by the way, speaking of experience, Man United have reshuffled, appointing a new sporting director. No longer do we have Jason Wilcox playing dual role as technical director and sporting director. He is now only focused as a sporting director. And another one, Sir Dale Brailsford, Mr. Marginal Gains, has also departed the camp, focusing more on cycling. Thank God for that, because his main task was just to optimize and cut down costs. And he's done his work. Off you go. We don't need you anymore. We are lean, slim machine, ready to go. Guys, it's going to be a mad transfer window with a lot of outs. First and foremost, what you see now after Mbeumo, Manchester United will focus on getting players out of the door. Viktor Gyokeres most likely will be taking place after July 1st when the new PSR rules and sale of Alejandro Garnacho, Kobbie Mainoo, or anyone, Rashford. Guys, do not forget to like and subscribe as per usual. Thank you for watching and cheers. Tune in for later on for a potential live stream. Thank you, and we should see you to the next time. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Let's go! Send it! Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc. Oh my God, what a glitch, what a gremlins we have today. But do you think that Gökeres will be red? Leave a comment below.